All right, Natascha, Shift Summer Series. We are doing a supplemental video on open houses. This is fun. Open houses, it's that part of our business that is very cost effective. It shouldn't cost much money. It should be fun. And yet a lot of people shy away from open houses or yet don't get the best bang for the buck, right? So we're really going to break that down today. Tell me how you think about it.
Yeah, I think about it in terms of, well, if we're not effective in how we're setting them up and we're not successful in either selling that property or securing a potential buyer for a future property, well, no wonder we don't like open houses. But when we take a look at this, the 7th level open house, that changes the game.
Yeah. I mean, how many newer agents over the years have I listened to that they said, oh, I held an open house for so-and-so agent, and so-and-so agent was just trying to appease their seller. So the new agent shows up, holds the open house, doesn't really do any activity around it, and very few people come in and they're disappointed and they declare that open houses are a waste of time, which is not actually the truth, right? We're going to dive into that today. But that takes me to level 1, which is, okay, I have a yard sign in the yard that says for sale, and I'm going to say that we're holding a house open Sunday from 1 to 3. It's really a very low level way of trying to get the word out there, meaning only the people that drive by the sign are ever even going to know that house was open, right?
100%. And, I think at best, the majority of agents kind of get to what we call level 2, right? So that's that sign in the yard. And then they add balloons and a rider to it.
Yeah.
And
which we laugh, but I mean, you realize there's a reason it's on here, right? And we're on page 71 in Shift, by the way. Level 3 is where they actually go and as far as to put directional signs out at all the key corners with balloons and riders, right? So at least we're looking for those intersection of traffic to try to get more cars driving by the opportunity to tell them, hey, we're going to hold this house open this weekend. Please come by.
Yeah, and then level 4 kind of kicks it up a notch. This is where it starts to separate, and that would be flyers, handing out flyers the week before. Whether you're going up and down the block, 200 homes around it, or just the homes on that direct block, sending out an email invite and then posting it on the web.
Yeah. And who are you inviting?
You're inviting everybody. You're inviting the neighbors, letting a neighbor choose their new neighbor. You're inviting your database, because you never know who may be thinking about moving, and maybe that's the perfect property in the perfect community for them.
It's an opportunity to engage with people regardless whether they're looking to walk in and buy that house or not. But you're basically saying, hey, I'm holding office hours. I'm holding, I will be here, come by.
Yep. And when you're posting it out there on social, on your social channels and on the internet, you're inviting the world, right? It's an opportunity. And there's no reason you can't double end that open house. While you're doing that, you can do a physical one and then host a virtual at the same time. That's
Absolutely.
What I know level 4.
So level 5 actually takes it to another level. No pun intended there. It says, go invite the neighbors, 100 minimum. Why do we do this, Natascha? Why we do this is because, one, I know that good marketed listings create opportunity for future listings. And those sellers, if I go meet enough neighbors around an open house, I'm inviting them to interact with me and see how I do business, but I'm also finding people that could actually potentially bring buyers to the table. I'm also finding people that could potentially sell their house in the next 6 months. When they see what a great job I did, I at least want to have a face-to-face opportunity with them. So it may not actually sell the house at the open house, but it's an opportunity that was created because of the open house.
Absolutely. And what it shows to a potential future seller is that you're proactive. You're not reactive in the way you're going to handle their potential sale. So you're showing them that you are a proactive agent. All right, so what happens next is level 6, and that's get on the phone that morning and remind everyone. So everyone that you've let know about the house, now it's time to have an outbound prospecting morning, and it's you're letting people know, reminding them to please join you at that open house.
Absolutely. And remember, it's that opportunity to show your professionalism, right? And you're actually working for future business. Level 7, hold 4 other open houses in the area in various price ranges. You know, here's the thing is a lot of consumers tend to define the real estate agent by the property they're associated with, meaning if I am listing a $500,000 home or $1 million home, the consumer tends to think that that's the lane I'm in. And when I'm holding open houses in other price ranges, I show my versatility. I'm creating opportunity for buyers that maybe could or couldn't afford different price ranges or want opportunity. I'm casting my web wider. And really this opportunity expands my influence around this one open house. And that's really what this whole concept's about. So Natascha, I'm gonna kick it to you. My question is why go through all the effort? Like, I think it makes sense in my head, but Saturday or Sunday, doing an open house, is this really an opportunity or is this just something we wrote about in a book?
No, I think it's a huge opportunity. And when you speak to so many of our top agents, they'll tell you the great majority, and if it's either their top 1, 2, or 3 source of business is open houses. It doesn't cost anything other than the investment that you have in signs and maybe if you're going to provide refreshments and any outbound marketing you do. And it is a way for you to meet potential future sellers and buyers of that property or anything else. So absolutely add it to your list of things if you're not currently doing them.
Yeah. And you know, the sad thing is if you go to the water cooler and talk about open houses, they're going to tell you what cookies they brought, what soft drinks they bought. They're going to talk about what time of day they did it. What we're talking about here is actually maximizing the opportunity and what activities you should do to maximize that opportunity, not how you do it.
Absolutely. And if for any reason the community doesn't allow an open house, the building that you're working in doesn't allow one, host a virtual one. That's permissible.
There you go. Open houses, it's the key to success in a big chunk of real estate.